Alexandria Patterson. Alexandria Patterson.
Hello? Uh-oh.
I think we're hearing you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good, great. Okay, good evening, fellow Georgians. My name is Alexandria Dominique Prince, and I'm a graduate of the University of Georgia and Emory University School of Nursing. I'm a proud healthcare worker, nurse practitioner, and I'm born and raised resident of Georgia, as was my father, John Paul Prince, and my mother, Georgian Former Prince. My paternal grandparents and my maternal grandparents were all native Georgians, as well as their parents, my great-grandparents. I say all this to say that I am as Georgia can get. Although my ancestors were denied their rights to education, marriage, voting, and basic civil liberties and rights, they passed the hope of the American dream down from generation to generation to me. I was raised to believe that I am not greater than, never less than, but equal to anyone else. I did not really know what it meant to be disenfranchised or not have equal rights growing up in Southwest Atlanta, Georgia. As a child, my friendships included all races and religions. We only knew that we were good people and fair to each other. Our dreams are the same as all other Americans. Have a safe home and community, good education, and be able to aspire to the American dream. If I asked any other race of people what their dreams were for their family and friends, if I closed my eyes, I could not tell if that answer came from an African American, Asian American, European American, Latin American, Jewish American, Middle Eastern American, or Native American, Democrat or Republican. Every race has sewn into the Georgia fabric, and it has been passed on to us to see our ancestors' dreams come true. Equality for all. This can be done through a fair and representative redistricting process. Gerrymandering, as you know, is when the politicians manipulate voting district boundaries to favor one party over another. So what happens when one party controls the House, the State Senate, and the governor's mansion? Although this seems ideal today, what happens when you swing the pendulum too far? And what seemed fair and in your interest at first is now suppressive to your own beliefs tomorrow. The act of gerrymandering is so egregious that in 1963, in Gray versus Sanders, the court first articulated the principle of one person, one vote, in striking down Georgia's county-based system for counting votes in Democratic primary elections for the office of U.S. Senator. Through its diverse, rich history and economic leadership, so goes Georgia, so goes the New South. Like my ancestors, we are the gatekeepers for this next generation. Change is coming, equality is coming. We must work together to represent the diverse history of Georgia and its evolving future so that it includes every Georgian's American dream. In fact, when looking at the percentages, Georgia has the third highest percentage of African Americans in the United States. Georgia has also had the second highest growth in Asians during the period between 2000 and 2010. During this time period, the population of Asians almost doubled, and recent estimates show that 4% of the total population identifies as Asian. The number of Hispanics in the state, particularly Puerto Ricans, has increased in recent years, and Hispanic, Caribbean, Sub-Saharan, African, and Asians have settled in Georgia, particularly in the metro Atlanta area. My hope is that the commission takes into consideration the changing demographics and fairly represent all Georgians. Our history and our future is more than slavery, segregation, and suppression of individual rights. Our history and our future are based on the hopes and dreams of our ancestors. So who are we? We are Georgians. We are the New South. We are the American dream. Thank you so much.